Story time. I thought I'd just go ahead and bring up a little story that I've been thinking about over the past couple of weeks and stuff. Everybody keep mentioning about trucks. Most people forgot that I used to drive trucks for a living for over 13 years just about. And I started driving trucks when I was, I think, 21, 22. It was just like back in 2000 and what year that was? It was like 2010, 2011. Just kept getting laid off from work because of the company that I always worked for. They always go under. Most companies that I tried to work for basically didn't have enough to staff people, so it was like, dang, I was at a crossroads. So my dad was like, you know what, you got two options. You either come in law enforcement with me and the rest of the family, or you drive trucks for a living. Go drive trucks. So much as I wanted to do law enforcement, I said, you know what, let me do something different because I don't want to be in their shadows. Let me just go and drive trucks for a living. Did it. Money was good. Loved it. Enjoyed the travel. Living in like states like Colorado, Georgia, of course, not Atlanta. And then I guess you can say one of my favorite places was like California, because it's just like a Florida with just more Spanish people. But I love Spanish people because I'm part Spanish. So, but besides that, the reason why I'm bringing up this story is because even though I say, I hate driving trucks at one point, but part of me loves, miss it, honestly. Just being behind that 18-wheeler, sitting up high and stuff, looking down on everybody, and just, being in control of that vehicle, like just being responsible over $250,000 $1 million worth of product on the back of that trailer. But again, I ain't gonna lie, I miss it. I enjoy going up and down mountains, especially coming down mountains and stuff, because it was like a roller coaster. But I had to be a responsible driver because I had to look out for everybody on the road, including myself. So it's definitely a big responsibility of being a truck driver. It is not for the weak, just being up, constant times, different time zone changes. But at the end of the day, I will never forget about my truckers, my local truckers. I still hold a CDL, of course, but trucking, that's a part of me that will never die out. But at the same time, I don't have to go back, don't want to go back. But if I did get the opportunity to get behind the wheel just to experience it again, just for briefly, then I'd do that. But that's a little known history about me. Most people did not know, or now I used to be a truck driver. So I hope that kind of gave you some type of idea about me. I will come with more videos about different pieces of myself to share with everybody. And yes, I appreciate y'all looking at this video. Please like, share, subscribe. And I am Mark with Justice League of Credit, and I am out. The information, opinions, recommendations presented in this podcast are for general information only, and any reliance on the information provided in this podcast is done at your own risk. This podcast should not be considered professional advice.